This is the 2022 1-ounce cheetah bullion coin from the nation of Cameroon. It is beautiful, natural, and has a low mintage, and is recently selling on eBay for around $40. I know what you're thinking. This is a 2022 coin and it's 2024. There's no way I can get my hands on one. I thought that too, until I checked APMEX and saw this. So yes, you can still find them on APMEX and would be wise to do so, and you can use my affiliate link to help this channel in the process and would also be wise to do so. It would be silly of me not to note that this is a Scottsdale minted product and being such carries a legacy of fantastic imagery and quality. More on that later, as we need to dive into this coin to see if it's right for your stack or collection. When we think about African wildlife, there are tiers of popularity. I think the lion, rhino, and elephant would be top tier animals, and things like the cheetah would be a tier or two lower. Well, for most people at least. For me, it is at the top for a multitude of reasons. The cheetah has always been my favorite of the big African cats. Seeing it run at full speed while locked on its target is beyond amazing. The cheetah is also quite fragile from a survivability standpoint. It is estimated that around 8,000 of these cheetah are left in the wild on the high end, while most experts believe it's closer to the low 7,000s or high 6,000s. This being said, this animal could be an animal that my grandchildren never get to experience, which is a horrific thing to ponder. In fact, in Cameroon, where this coin was issued from, the locals know it all too well, as the two subspecies found in Cameroon were declared extinct from Cameroon in 2010. Conservation efforts, of course, are a part of the conversation, but it seems that even the efforts of conservationists cannot keep up with the decline. This may be a species on the fringe, which, if extinct, would make this coin more valuable, but at a horrific price. This being said, if you are a fan of the cheetah and you have the means, there are organizations dedicated to the successful conservation of the species. Acts as little as going to a zoo that our WCS members could help this species. However, there are plenty of more direct organizations as well. One thing I would like to note is that we often confuse cheetah with its bulkier cousin, the leopard. I have a couple of items to quickly identify the differences. If you look at the face of the cheetah, you will see black lines that go from the eyes to the nose. This does not exist in the leopard. You also will see long legs and a slender body. The leopard has shorter legs and a bulkier body with loose skin, as it often gets in fights, and the loose skin helps protect the animal. The cheetah also has spots, and the leopard has rosettes, which are like spots, but as you can see, there are some differences. Now that we've discussed the cheetah a little, let's place it on our 60-point scale to see where it ranks. Will it offer enough to be considered an elite coin of 50 or higher? Let's find out. When we look at the obverse, we are met with one of the iconic African coats of arms. I've said it 1,000 times, the coats of arms of African nations are some of the coolest in the world, and Cameroon is no exception. I have a handful of coins from Cameroon which have this amazing coat of arms, and my other cheetah video, we go into the symbology at length. I will spare you that today, but did want to note my favorite part. Behind the shield there are two axes surrounded by a bundle of bound sticks. This is called a fasces and is the same type of bundle that we see on mercury dimes and other coins from around the world. Though an axe is a tool or weapon of war, this in bound fashion is actually a sign of peace. I've always loved the design, but do think all of the elements besides the coat of arms are a little bit lackluster and bland, so I do score a 6. Now we move to the reverse, and boy does it look amazing. I don't even know where to begin. The cheetah is ever watchful for opportunity and danger. Often in nature, a cheetah will find a rock or hill to look out from. The savannas are mostly flat and any elevation helps with orientation. The cheetah actually spends a bit of its time doing just this. These are often hot and treacherous environments, and the cheetah is all about opportunity. They don't like to waste energy unless they need to, which is usually me on the weekends. I love the way the cat is depicted, but I also love the rock which it stands on as it interacts with the background, creating a rising sun, which is just iconic. I could see this as a movie poster. This is one of the coolest designs of a big cat I have ever seen. Even the font we see in the cheetah looks fast and ready to pounce. I must give my compliments to the chef on this one, and I score it a 10. Mintage is our next area. This coin comes with a capped mintage of 25,000, which is perfect in my opinion. This means in less than a year they will be very hard to find. It scores an 8. Now we walk into cultural significance. The cheetah has 2 layers of significance. One is in conservation and the other in national pride, both in Cameroon and the continent of Africa. There are Asiatic cheetahs, but they are very few. When one thinks of a cheetah, usually they think either of Africa or Cheetos. The tale of the cheetah in Cameroon is more of a sad one, as the 2 subspecies that would have been native to Cameroon are said to be extinct, but hopefully in our future we can see them re-established. I do score it a 10. Collectibility is our next stop in ranking. The cheetah has always been a fan favorite of sorts. It does not seem to hold the prestige of a lion or an elephant, but it is a good supporting role. I have 2 coins from this series, both being fantastic. I would say the only thing limiting the collectability of this coin is exposure in the marketplace. I would bet that many lovers of Cameroon Cheetah or even silver are likely to have never seen this coin, which honestly is a bit of a shame. I think it is beautiful and highly collectible, but have to be objective, and I score it a 7. Our last category is uniqueness. One of the good things about not being a lion or an elephant is that there is less prevalence in the marketplace. This being said, the cheetah is done on occasion, but is still much more limited as a feature focus than some of its African kin like the leopard or lion. This being said, I scored an 8, bringing us to our final thoughts and score. The cheetah dashes across the line at a 49 out of 60, meaning it does just miss the elite line, but that does not mean it should miss your consideration. This is the second coin of the Cheetah series from Cameroon. The first was in 2019. Both are fantastic and among my favorite cat coins. This being said, with a little luck, you can get both cheetah coins and track the series in your collection, which is exactly what I hope to do. I hope you enjoyed this video and coin, and I hope you remember as always to stay classy and current with the culture of currency.